What's up, folks? I'm
Hello.
Birdman, and this is
Rooster.
Yeah, and we're here to do our movie reviews. That's right, folks. Movie reviews. We went and we saw Logan and King Kong. That's right. We did a double feature. We didn't care. Money's not an option. Just kidding. It sucks ass.
Not for me.
Not for him. He didn't have to pay for any of it.
I don't have any money.
No money! It's kind of new to us, so bear with us. We're used to giving each other fucking movie stuff, you know, like critics, like being critics to each other about movie stuff.
Like comparing what movies we think are better than other people's opinions of movies.
Agreed. Yeah, well, multiple people have told us that we are severe movie critics.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of our friends have, and we thought, well, if we're gonna do it, we might as well get on here and tell you what our thoughts about movies were, or what movies we watched. And so we're new to this whole thing, so bear with us. But please check back. We try to do this as much as possible, but then again, this clown lives a little bit farther than I do, and so it makes it difficult to do it. But we're gonna try our best to get her done.
Yeah.
So this is the first episode. This is the first episode of the Birdman and Rooster show.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know. Should we get into it?
Yeah.
What should we start off with first, Logan or King Kong?
Probably Logan.
Let's go with Logan. So Logan was not your generic X-Men film at all. It was really, really weird. What are you doing?
I was caving in your little seat right here.
Oh, I got you.
Fixing it.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna just cave in. It's fine.
So X-Men was not your generic, ordinary film.
It wasn't a kids' film. Like,
no.
Most of the X-Men movies are like kids' films, even though it has killing in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't say swear words and
yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah. All the other X-Men films, I mean, you can watch with your kids and everything, but we don't recommend you take your kids to go see this film. It's a little messed up. It's got some pretty gruesome scenes in it. Plenty of adult language. But it was kind of funny to hear Charles Xavier use fuck excessively. So, I mean,
he looked down on a few students of his, which he, in other movies, don't look down at my students because, big deal.
Yeah, act like he's such a big deal and everything.
I will blow up your mind if you talk shit about my students.
Right? I mean, the whole show, we're gonna just try and keep it as, like, spoiler-free as possible, because, you know, it just barely started getting out there, and people are just barely getting out there to see it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say my opinion of certain parts in the movies. I'm not gonna say what happened there, like, halfway through how I was feeling, and then towards the end. And
agreed. Yeah, you watch the whole film, and it's got a really dark turn, like a dark comedy turn.
It's kind of depressing, but
Yeah.
a very good movie at the same time.
Yeah, it's like really dramatic, and it really enhances like Logan and everything being older, and like Charles Xavier, I mean, dealing with some health problems. That wasn't too much of a spoiler, I guess, right? Yeah.
Well, if you've seen the trailers, he's old as fuck and he's in a...
Yeah, he's in a wheelchair and everything.
He's always been in a wheelchair, but his wheelchair is more fucked up in this one than it is in the other one.
See, we went and watched it. We went and watched it tonight, but I guess tomorrow we'll be posting this tomorrow and everything. But so technically it was like last night. But when we watched it, we were laughing throughout the entire film. It's just a really funny film. It's a funny, if you like adult humor, like adult, like screwed up, like insult type of humor. Like I want to say kind of like Deadpool behavior, but not too much like Deadpool behavior.
It wasn't like random comedy. It was like Deadpool comedy, except for the random.
Yes, just the random stuff that just mashes together in it. I mean, for the most part, you seem kind of like, okay, some of this makes sense, but the majority just kind of doesn't make sense, like where the other X-Men are or anything. Like, it just really doesn't explain that. It doesn't give a whole lot of background. It just does what it can to make it a good show and like to show you all the thing. All in all, I mean, probably just to sum up this topic in this movie, it was really good. Probably one of the best performances I've ever seen Hugh Jackman do. Also, best performances I've ever seen Patrick Stewart do.
The acting by the little girl was pretty good too.
Yeah.
You can't go a whole movie as a little kid without saying one word, and then when she actually starts to talk, she actually makes sense. She's not just, oh, I'm a little kid, I'm going to say random shit, and it's going to make sense because I'm a little kid. No, she's actually...
Yeah, she makes it suspenseful and mysterious at the same time, and it makes the movie that much better. But it's a good film. Those guys did awesome performances. I mean, I'm kind of bummed out that Hugh Jackman is retiring from the role after 17 years. I mean, I can't honestly think of anybody else being Wolverine.
Well, when you look at the Wolverine comics and then you look at him, they're like identical and they have the same characteristics, and he played the role so perfectly.
Yeah, it was mint. He did an awesome job. I think, like I said, I'm a little bit bummed out that he's done with the role after 17 years. But then again, you know, all great things must come to an end.
Oh, I'm excited to see what he's going to do next, because you can't go from the spotlight, like almost like MC Hammer, you can't go from the spotlight to instantly not spotlight.
Yeah, exactly.
Agreed. Not talking shit on MC Hammer, I'm just saying his career was...
We're talking shit on it, you MC! Fuck you! I'm just kidding!
His career was so high and then it just dropped so low. Like, you can't just fall out of the spotlight after being Wolverine and several other acts that he did.
No. Yeah, it was a good film altogether. I recommend you guys see it. It has good ratings. I would personally go see it while it's still out in theaters, then prefer to get it when it's on DVD, because it really makes the show like 10 times better, in my opinion.
And some of those people who are... Sorry,
no.
Some of those people who are kind of scared of the shootings, what happened at movie theaters all the time. I'm not really scared of them, but you see some really sketchy people at movie theaters where they look like they're packing something. They're always like holding it over a mic,
and you're like, no.
Like not afraid to die, but I don't want to die today. I'm trying to watch a movie.
Yeah,
so does everybody else.
Yeah, I agree. But then again, it's worth it. Price is worth it. Go see it out in theaters. I recommend it. Alright, we're cutting off that topic. Logan was great. Fantastic. We're cutting to King Kong.
What was your overall opinion of King Kong?
My overall opinion?
Yeah.
At first I thought King Kong was going to be another crappy monster movie that was just barely gonna get it, like barely get box office sales. But this actually turned out to be really good. I mean, whoever thought of the idea of putting Vietnam and King Kong together was like a fucking genius. Like, the whole film like plays like old Vietnam, like 70s like metal music, like Led Zeppelin or Black Sabbath, and it's just not that. They also play like other old tunes, and it makes it 10 times. But dude, you're struggling with that.
I'm not. It's just burning the shit out of my back.
But it's really good, and like the CGI on it is like he actually looks real. He doesn't look like a CGI character.
I love the movie. I can't think of another movie that we're going to see what can top that movie.
No.
But they left out so much stuff that was like, it wasn't a key objective. Like, oh, say if me and Bird made a movie and then Birdman disappeared, and then I only make small hints to why he disappeared.
Yeah.
I would, like most people would want to know how he disappeared, the story, and what it looked like how he disappeared. They left out a lot of stuff what wasn't really part of the main story, but it was still like, I really wonder what happened, and I really want to know more of like detail.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the movie was just fantastic, and other than them leaving out some stuff that I think they should have just added in a small like clip of certain stuff, I couldn't think of anything that they did wrong in it.
Yeah. I honestly think it was just good. It was a good film. If you're definitely looking for a film just to get out of the house and go check it out, it's a very cool film. It's got some suspenseful things that happen. The whole thing is like a thriller movie. I mean, it's got Sam Jackson in it, and it's got John Goodman. I mean, it's gonna be good either way. And like, even they brought Loki. They brought Tom Hiddleston from freaking the Avengers on there, and he kind of topped it off to make it that much cooler. And if I get
still a douche, he plays a really good douche role. I'm not talking shit on him.
He does. It's just how he is. Yeah. He's really good at playing a douche role.
There's like actors that are really good at playing the nice guy, and then actors that are really good at playing the lazy guy. He just plays a perfect douche role. He's not like, oh, I'm kind of nice, like, oh, I'm completely nice, and then a douche, and then nice, and then a douche, and then nice.
No,
he just went a perfect douche.
A perfect douche that, like, makes it so he's like a badass, though.
Yeah,
I mean, he's straight up. There are some
that.
badass scenes in that film where he just went off and just kicked some ass.
Yeah.
I guess this is safe to say. Just off topic. This is safe to say. This is probably going to be the spoiler-free review, and then I think we'll probably do another one that will be full of spoilers for the people who have seen it. Yeah. So make sure to tune in and stuff for that, because we'll have that probably right after, or right up there with this one, or maybe we might do it the next day. You never know. We're kind of just iffy that way, but
probably do it when it comes out in DVD, so we don't get too much hate.
Yeah,
the seat's really uncomfortable.
Dude, just freaking take the thing off then.
No, I don't want to send you after the clothes.
Jesus, dude, you got a fat ass. Seriously.
Yeah, I smashed your chair.
You kind of
did. Talking about
overall, my personal opinion, King Kong was great. Recommend it. Go see it. It's out in theaters right now. Best time to go see it right now is in theaters. It's got a great picture. I mean, how many?
That work out?
Yeah, that works out pretty good. And just go check it out. Anything you want to put into it?
I'm more of an older movie fan. I don't really like newer movies of older movies, like the last
remakes.
The last King Kong was perfect. I loved the last King Kong movie what was out, but I was like,
that's just because he's a Tenacious D fan.
Well, not just a Tenacious D fan.
He's a Tenacious D fan.
Not just because of that. I thought it was a great movie.
It was. I have to admit it. It was pretty good.
I thought, because normally when they make remakes of certain movies in today, they fuck up a lot of things that are
like
in
some
it.
General stuff.
Yeah. Oh, King Kong's a giant ape. Maybe we should make him tiny. I had so many doubts about the movie, then I went and saw it, and I loved it. It was great acting.
Yep.
Had great CGI, and if you like explosions, there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of explosions. It almost looks like a Michael Bay film, to be honest, but it's not. Yep, so go check that out. I guess that's probably going to conclude our spoiler-free review. for our first episode and everything. So make sure you check us out. Recommend us to some friends so they can check us out, and we can get some more reviews out there so people know what they're getting. And you all have a very, very good day, and we'll catch you on the flip side. This has been Birdman and
Rooster,
and this is the Birdman Rooster Show. Y'all have an awesome day.